Yeah. And, oh, actually, no, we're going straight to the... Oh, that's the game that's happening right now? Oh,
finished yet.
Oh, I thought that game was over. Okay, well, I guess...
We've been misled.
Yeah, we have been misled.
No, we are going to go
I mean, yeah, we have been misled. This Bus Crew and Lego are still underway. They must have taken a map apiece. I knew that Lego won the first map, and I just assumed people walking about, oh, they must have won the second map as well. But, okay, I guess we're going to go through straight into Lego versus Bus Crew. Bonus content. Take it away, Beta. Take it away, Grumpy.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, this is going to be really good. I want to cast Lego.
I know you were so excited when you found out. I just sort of.
What? I have to do more work? How terrible! Oh no!
Oh no!
I get to cast Lego. Yeah, we only get to go in like halfway through it. It started at the same time as this, so
yeah,
they actually finished 2 maps.
I feel like Bus Crew can take it. But I do also feel like Lego is such a strong and dominant team, and we've seen them on Gully Wash, and Gully Wash really is going to be playing around Phil, and Phil is so good at commanding his team that I just, as much as I want to say Bus Crew, I'm gonna agree with you.
All right, okay. They actually struggled. They played against 7 yesterday. They got them in the first round, and they got completely rolled on Gully Wash. And that was definitely the worst map for them in that matchup. But, you know, I don't know how much stock to put into that. But we are actually live on this mid, Grump, so why don't you take us away here?
Yeah, so starting off on this mid, Skype is looking to deal a little bit of damage as all of the Lego players are coming up onto their left-hand side. Poison goes in with the big bomb, deals a lot of damage, and actually Demol taking down Deox, and Warp going down as well. Oh, Dr. Phil landing a beautiful little pipe on to Poison, and as Adelos falls as well, Skyper, the only surviving member of his team, is going to lock down that choke, but the first mid, really well played by Lego there.
Yeah, the explosive class is really getting all the work done, and Skyper might actually have overextended here. He is in
huge amounts of damage, and he gets Dr. Phil.
Yeah, I think he was going for the scalp, but he actually will get cleaned up as well, so huge play there from Skyper. I thought he was overextending, but no. It was like the Rorschach thing. Like, he wasn't caught in there with them. They were caught in there with him.
Yeah, 100%. Well, that's like something I mentioned before about Skype is he can really pop off. He has really, really good DM. Yeah. It's more like what really lets him down is his knowledge is not that great. And that's not his fault. He just doesn't play that many seasons. He hasn't played like in super high div, so it can kind of be a little bit of a hindrance. But right now, Poison's going to bomb onto Josh. Josh deals with him relatively nicely, but he's going to get suspended, and DS is going to clean him up. And right now they have got a soldier behind as well in choke, so Condom and the rest of his team need to try and deal with whatever they can. And they do pick up Skyper, but with Demol super low, Deox gets another frag, and Potato going down. Deox doing some good work. They do get the force onto Condom and the rest of Lego, but with the Uber exchange,
holding on to his, and now they're going to take down Dr. Phil and just use their way superior Uber, just completely chase down all the Lego people. Looks like they have actually retreated just in the nick of time there. But yeah, that just fell apart. Lego, they have so many weak players. They started off really well by picking off Skyper. Like this time around, they actually did get him. It was like that was just such a classic Lego play. It's just so aggressive, right? Like, because who just pushes in through choke because there's space for it, right? Like nobody else will do that. Like that was the only advantage that they had. It was just like, oh, there's space for it. And so as a result, they actually did end up losing the fight, but it was very close. It was like 1 arrow heal away from just winning it, because like Demol went down waiting for an arrow, and then Dr. Phil went down pretty weak as well. He just needed an arrow, and then, like, he did get it, but it just took time away from everyone else. But Lego, they have stabilized here. They're just holding choke, but now they're just looking forward to not letting anyone through that choke for free, and just maybe be able to send in their own sack as well.
Yeah. Well, looking at like the mini map and what's going on right now, Beta, it's effectively. Oh, okay. So they've just remedied it. I was going to say there's not many players on Big Thor on the side of Bus Crew, so that could have been an opportunity for Lego to go in, but they've actually rotated their players, picked up the Mole with Adelos actually really, really far in behind, so he can throw an absolute mess in, and they are going to have to use the Uber exchange has gone down. And both teams just going to backpedal out, not really wanting to have a post-Uber fight, because currently Bus Crew are in a much better position. Huge amount of damage onto Dr. Phil, and he is going to go down. And Skyper may want to be taking this forward with some good little bits of aggro. And we're looking at maybe Warp going in for a play as well. With Dr. Phil still not back right now, Poison does jump in, create the distraction, and Warp uses that distraction to get straight onto Condom. That was really well organized. Lots of players from both teams are down. Deox is in secret. You've also got Skyper as well trying to deny the point, but Josh goes up into the air on top of that point, cleans up both Deox and Skyper. And with I Am Martin walking away, that's going to be Lego holding their last. Well played by them, but good push as well from the bus crew.
Yeah, that was very close to working, and they kind of went like moth to a flame onto Dr. Phil there at the very end, and then the respawners came out for Lego and actually cleaned them up in time. So good job by Dr. Phil actually staying alive, and very unfortunate there for the bus crew, not able to clean him up in time. But now Lego, they're going to be able to get out here, recap second. They might get pushed on, and see, this is why Lego, they would have definitely gone in, right? And it looks like bus crew, they are the same. They're just getting so much space right now, so they want to just push them back. And if you can just push everyone back from up top, then Lego, they're just not going to be in a position to do anything about it. But Warp will actually go down to a sticky trap from Dr. Phil. So this could be a kind of a precarious situation, but Lego, they don't want to risk it. They are at an uber disadvantage, so they're just going to wait it out, see if they can get any more picks off of it. They will only get one, but yeah, they're going to be able to get their uber in time for last. So kind of a successful hold coming out from Lego.
Well, Ingi actually manages to get his uber, and ubers are equal right now. So Skyper, the rest of bus crew, looking to go in the left-hand side, but Dr. Phil with a nice little sticky trap does pick up Adelos, and it's going to be a little bit of a reset. No counter-sacks, nothing coming out of Demore right now to try and go in. They're playing this very passively, but they're not, well, arguably they're playing it aggro, but they're just not letting them get into lobby.
Yeah, their positioning is quite aggressive, but I think they're worried about spies. You can see they want to send everyone else out, but Demore is like, he doesn't want to go far back. And actually, Potato, he's gone back on spy. I think he might just be spy checking.
Yeah,
but
he is.
Deox is actually on spy, so...
Oh, he just... Oh no, Deox, you're going to get cleaned up there. Phil's not going to fall for that, and he's going to take you down.
Yeah, Sen's going to actually try to go out there, and Potato he actually switched to sniper. He didn't go spy at all. So Lego, they have another pick here. Idlers goes down very weak. Demore tries to follow up, but he will get picked off himself. So not quite able to actually make it work right now. So yeah, both teams are down one, and it's going to just reset right now. But I like how both teams are constantly just prodding each other, trying to see if they can make a play happen. But so far, no luck. They're just a bit too solid.
Yeah, and Poison actually manages to get into water. I don't know if anyone's actually called it. I think, yes. The Maul, very aware of Poison going into water, does clean him up. And that's just going to create another opportunity for Lego to maybe push out, maybe try and get a force or some sort of play. And right now, holding up on their balcony, we've got the bus crew just waiting for stuff to happen. Like, how do you feel like the bus crew are going to be able to push it into Lego right now and try and cap off this round?
So Lego, they have been pretty aggressive in Riverside. So I feel like if they can just back off a little bit, like they just did, and then just really aggressively go into Riverside, they can probably have luck catching out a couple of people. Like Demore could get taken down. Maybe Potato's going to be sniping, like something like that. So that seems like an opening for sure. But other than that, I think it's just going to be the classic ways of just playing in water and trying to spam down the sentry gun, maybe setting in some suiciders from balcony, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't think there's really like a silver bullet, that a very simple thing that they can just do. But I think playing Riverside pretty aggressively could be a smart deal right now. But Lego, yeah, they've got the sentry gun, they've got the pyro. This is pretty much what we saw from Ascent. Ascent's positioning was a lot more aggressive, like it was further forward. So maybe even a sniper could work out, because this sentry gun does nothing against sniper. And like it's just Josh right now playing out here, and he's on a banner.
He has got the battalion's backup, which means that he's got a huge amount of health. And like we mentioned before, that's kind of Josh kind of basically popularized that play style, and he's spamming looking for rotations right now, but it's very, very slow. Like, the bus crew really need to make something happen, or Lego need to push out. But I understand Lego's fear. Like, bus crew have players that are notorious for trying to go in behind. Like, Deox kind of plays like a spy even when he's playing scout.
Yeah.
So you don't want Deox to get in behind, and right now they have got Adelos on sniper, so they may be trying to rotate him into a position. You've got more of a classic sentry gun setup.
He sees the medic.
Adelos, Condom spots it just in time and manages to keep himself alive, but Adelos still trying to peek, even though he's going to be spammed like absolute crazy. He's just going to try and deal with the sentry gun, and he's just going to spam it away. Oh, it got so low. It doesn't end up getting cleaned up, but that would have been a nice little pick. Not getting the med, but getting the sentry gun.
You can kind of see how the more forward position is actually better because it can't be spent in the same way. Like, they have to expose themselves more. Right? Like, right now, Josh can't really stop them from actually spamming the sentry gun. But he has built that banner, so that's something.
Yeah, it has been built, but they did pick up the sentry gun and the sentry gun again as Potato tries to put it down once more. So right now, I feel like Adalos really needs to get like an entry pick, and he's looking for one right now. Tries to get it onto the Pyro, but he's not going to be able to do so. And we've got Adalos rotating once again. And really, that's kind of all that's going on right now. The bus crew are waiting for something to come out of Adalos, and he's just not able to connect anything, Peter.
No, but they are actually, like, he's actually getting a lot of space. And Lego, they're not doing a very good job of actually denying this Riverside, so it's working out really well for them. Their warp goes into water, but right now, Adalos, he's getting so many free picks right now, or so many free looks. And Phil, once again, like, Dr. Phil's sticky trap have definitely been on point. Like, that's been definitely a theme so far. Just that has been annoying and been detriment to them.
I think Zen's getting a little bit sick of them. He's
on the
peeking
balcony.
so well. But Demol cleans him up with the really nice 2 rockets. And now backpedal coming out of the bus
on
crew.
the banner as well. Unfortunately for him, it's on 0% to Josh's 100. But let's see, gonna jump the medic there. Yeah, nice force from Demol, perfectly timed. Gets out there. It's been very slow and methodical so far for both teams. And yeah, that worked out really well. They're just completely unable to get into Lego. They were just too far away. And now Lego, surely they're gonna try and push out. Potatoes, he's probably gonna have to switch off of the engineer. But we'll see. And this is where, like, the Deox factor is super annoying, right? Because he will be spy so often that you just kind of expect it to, so you kind of have to leave a soldier back down there. But
I didn't see that trap, but...
Oh, wow. Condom goes down to a sticky trap, and then Dr. Phil and Josh both go down as well. Sen's going to try and save it, but
that was so good. I didn't see where the trap was, but Skyper just got... I think it was Potato and Condom. Yeah, that is absolutely just disastrous, right? And that was the push-out that Lego needed to do, and they got punished really hard for it. That's got to be heartbreaking, you know, when you have that good of an opportunity. Because Demul made that really good play, and then all of a sudden, it's just all for nothing. It just almost ended up working against you. It's the classic drop medic, win the round scenario. It happens far too often in TF2. Yeah, just when you're trying to push out, it's so risky. But right now on this mid, we've got all of the Lego players are kind of bunched up together. Poison does some nice damage. It does clean up Josh, and Potato going down as well. Phil needs to put in a lot of work as Condom just goes down as well. Potato down as well. Oh God, I can't even say all of these names because Poison and Warp put in so much work there.
Yeah, Warp going up through the drop down and then Poison coming in from the front. Just completely sandwiched everything. And Lego, you're completely unable to deal with it. I don't think they called him quite in time. And they just got caught in that really no man's land where they're on the low ground and just,
that was beautiful.
Yeah, trying to walk forward. So complete destruction there from them. They're going to have to really try their hardest if they want to be able to hold this last, because there's not even going to be time to set up properly. Like, this sentry gun is going to be so hard. Actually, a nice reflex that to save it. But I mean, I'm sure they're just going to go in straight away with Zuber.
Yeah, and Poison and the rest of the team are looking to maybe send themselves in. Yep, through River. They get denied so well by Lego, but they're going to get that sentry gun eventually, and now they're trying to deal with that Pyro, but that Pyro is reflecting really, really nicely. Skyper surfs away. Deox is going to get cleaned up, and Zen and the rest of his team are going to try to bully them out through River, but the damage is in from Skyper, and that's going to mean that the bus crew just have Martin getting the saw, and that's going to be 2-0 to the bus crew.
Yeah, Lego almost held that, but at the very end.
As much like I am very biased towards the bus crew, but I am surprised by the way they're playing.
Yeah, this is really good so far. They've kind of they don't seem quite as good as Lego in these big stalemate situations. It definitely seems like Lego have the edge. But when they get into these mid-fights, it's anyone's game. And that was a really nice last push, and they got it out really well. Skype is getting pressured so hard in this mid, though.
Yeah, really, really good damage coming out from Lego. And it's forced a lot of the players on the side of the bus crew to not actually be even a part of it. Warp's going to be cleaned up as well. And as Potato's pushing across point, they've got a little bit of a player advantage right now. Just with one extra player, and they're going to take this mid. That was well played. They completely denied the combo of Martin and Skyper from coming out of...
yeah, they just pressured them in to choke and just completely... Like, they were almost a non-factor. And then at the end of all things, they got a scout pick, which is really fortunate because, yeah, they had the player advantage, but they also had the scout advantage. Poison's going to see if he can hit some more fat air shots. He's going to get one nice rocket off, but he's going to end up just kind of trading with Dr. Phil here. But Lego, they're so aggressive, and here we go. They're actually going to Uber in, and Inge, he's kind of left alone. Like, Demour's just kind of caught behind lines, and
so many scrappy DM fights.
Yeah.
Like, there's no... It's really awkward. Like, Lego don't feel like... Right there, Lego didn't feel like they were playing as a team. It felt like everyone was taking individual fights and not, you know, calling focus, cleaning up player piece by piece by piece, which they really need to do in that sort of fight scenario. Yeah,
they were definitely, like, Demour was just jumping away from there. You can see he was not expecting to be Ubered in that situation. I think he just wanted to get out of the fight, but it actually ended up with O'Connor just being completely left alone. Soldier's going to try and jump a scout. That's always a sad situation. Actually, Dusk managed to get quite a lot of work there. So Josh and Demour somehow contributing well and well enough to actually hold second. I'm very surprised they managed to do this. That Soldier survived for so long after being denied pretty hard early on. And now Demour's just going to hold up this choke. And Lego, they will stabilize. They don't have that demo quite yet, but it's the same situation on both teams. The pocket and the demo is down.
But with 15 minutes left, Beta, I don't think that Lego should be too worried. They can fall this back. They just need to make sure that they play everything correctly, and Deox is going to peek into a trap and going to get cleaned up for that. So now they've got a player advantage and maybe looking at sending in some sort of sack play. Josh is up on battlements, dealing with the two soldiers, trying to deal with Warped and Poison, and he is going to be used on. He's going to waddle towards them, get the Uber exchange started. There's a lot of flashing from both teams, but Martin looks like he's going to have his Uber a little bit longer, but they don't want to pressure. They're not actually playing very aggressive there, which is very lucky for Lego, and they do clean up Adelos. Poison does go and get a potato. Josh going down as well to Warped, and actually they're so bunched together that the like little bit of a trickle in by the bus crew worked in their favor. Now they're going on to the last point, denying Zen, denying Phil. Warped. Really nice play from him. Some good rockets, and that's bringing it to 3-0.
Yeah, Lego's super struggling right now. That was really a disastrous fight because they were just super bunched up, and then they just took all the same spam, and it just ended up just not working out at all. Yeah, these Uber fights have been completely sketchy from Lego. Like it really seemed like they're not quite cohesive enough, and this bus crew, I guess they've just been scrimming more than Lego, because like that's kind of what it looks like right now. They're just not that coherent.
Yeah, well, bus crew are playing Gully Wash very, very well, and I don't think that it's necessarily the fault of Lego why they're losing. I just think it's nice a lot of situational stuff. But even on this mid fight, they've done really well to deal all of those damage. Again, that's when you start to see Lego come out with their play style. They're starting to bunch people in, dealing a huge
against the world right now.
Yeah, he can't.
Or rather, it's two players, so he can actually do this. And Phil
he can do this. Phil down.
Gets one.
Oh, no, it's not going to be enough as Zen does clean him up. But like I said, on that mid fight, that was well played by Lego. They bunched a lot of the bus crew players together, collapsed upon them, dealt the sufficient amount of damage, and poor Deox was left all alone, hanging in the wind.
Yeah, like he almost won that though. Like he did a lot of damage to the scout, and then the demo man was so weak the entire time. Dr. Phil, like he went to get a medkit, but he didn't quite make it to the big one. But Lego, they do manage to take it in the end, send with a 3K on that middle. Now Lego, they're going to get set up here. It's even Ubers completely, no crit creeps or anything, no banners of any kind. So now Lego, they can do aggressive things in big door if they want to. They can do aggressive rotations. And we might even see like a drop-down play coming in from like Warped or Poison themselves. You know, you got to always be on, on your toes, whichever team you're in and what position you're in. But we'll see what they actually do. And actually, they're going to get Idolos in big door, so they did make the rotation. It's just Dr. Phil alone in this choke area. And Lego, they're just creating so much space and actually taking the Uber charge right now in very aggressively. And they're trying to make everyone flash. And if you're not flashing, you're just getting killed. But somehow, the Lego is just not quite getting those kills. Martin has gone down, but I think it might just not be enough. It's 2-on-1. It's 2-on-2 now. It's so close, this fight. Oh, my God.
Yeah, the post-Uber fight has been very interesting, and Adelos is going to pick up at Zen, and now Deox onto Phil, but Dr. Phil retains his name of Dr. Pill and lands a really nice one onto Deox, which means that once again, LEGO are in a good position to maybe start pushing forward, start getting rounds on the board. They're going to take Condom and the rest of the team forward. Skyper's being completely denied. And all in all, I feel like LEGO are starting to get some momentum behind them. They need to start, picking these frags up a little better.
Yeah, it's definitely, like, Dr. Phil is definitely having a really good game.
Yeah.
Like his sticky traps, that has just been a complete constant. Like we mentioned it earlier, but like it hasn't stopped happening. It's just constantly like people just running into little sticky traps, and that's going to be a super annoying thing for them to deal with. LEGO, they have like a small advantage right now. They're building really well, and it looks like they might be in a position here on Shutter maybe to try and come in. Actually, going to go into lower. Look at that.
And they're going to just go straight on to point. They're going to start trying to bet it go on to Skyper. Skyper is trying to deal with the 1v1 against Zen. Zen's going to pick him up, and there's so much time on the point for LEGO. There's like, all they need to do is touch it. All they need to do is touch it to make it, and the bombs are coming in. Demul comes in, deals so much damage! And that's going to be 3-1. Well played by Demul there, beater.
Yeah, Demul being the nuke.
The
like,
nuke.
Jesus Christ. That was just, everyone just exploded as he shot the ground. That was really nice from LEGO. It almost looked like it wasn't going to work out because, like, yeah, everyone in the boss group, they knew like what was going to happen, right? Like, that was going to be the play. But, yeah, LEGO, they just still played it so well. It just came in really well, timed it expertly. And now it's 3-1. LEGO, they are still in it with about 10 minutes remaining.
So, starting off this, good bombs coming in from Demul, denying it. Now Poison trying to deal with the players on top of the nipple, but not able to do so. And LEGO with 3 frags in advantage to them. They're going to look to take this mid really convincingly. And Josh wants to go forward even further and actually take it maybe into a bit of a chase for a moment then, but decides against it.
Yeah. He just wanted them like to stay in so that he could actually fight them and pick them off. But the boss crew, they were not falling for that bait for sure. So he got them out of there. And now LEGO, they're going to be setting up here. They might go for a dot push because, sometimes when you retreat out of middles, you're not really building uber properly. You're just all focused on surviving, so you're just like healing the scout that's just fully buffed. You're not building properly, but it looks like LEGO, they're not going to go in there. They just assume that the uber were even, which they in fact were. So Potato's actually going to sneak in through water. Very nice.
Oh, and he's going to go straight onto warps. He's going to get cleaned up, but he's put a nice bit of time on the point. And with that, LEGO, Dr. Phil going super low to 14 HP, and with Deox going down as well, maybe something. They may be able to send in a sack. Like, it's not that risky to send in a sack if you're 5v5, because you're just going to then go back to a one-player player disad even. Yeah,
indeed. Looks like Demul's going to go into water this time around, so are they just going to send in different players?
Just trickle in one by
just
one.
Take turns. Actually, it gets so much work onto the demo. Wow.
It takes down Skype, but that's a really, really good pick. And I feel like, with Potato going down, though, that's 3. Actually, whilst that was happening, Dr. Phil did go down just before Skyper did.
Yeah.
So, sadly, they're not going to be able to push off that because they don't have the pick advantages. They don't have the players really to push forwards, and the bus crew are going to stay kind of safe on this last. They are doing the forward sentry strat, though. I think they may have seen it, or that may be something that other teams have been talking to each other about this LAN so far, because we're seeing a lot of the very aggressive sentry placement.
Yeah, maybe. I do quite like it. It pushes people back quite a bit and it's harder to spam. Soda is going to come in from his side. Demul trying his absolute best to get in there. Didn't have quite enough velocity to actually make it all the way to the medic. It's step 1 is to just get rid of this damn sentry, and they're not quite able to do so right now. But I do like that LEGO, they've just, they haven't really gone to the off classes very much. They've just been very aggressive. They're constantly sending in suicides. They're constantly sending in people into water. So at some point, like, you think it's just going to work, right? Like, they have actually taken a lot of people down, but, here's the off class. Demul on the spy.
And Demul manages to sneak himself in really, really nicely. But now he's looking for the decloak. Martin just looks at him instantly, not able to connect that. And with Phil going down as well, I feel like the bus crew are going to be able to push forward. Poison getting onto poor Potato, cleaning him up. Poison is putting in, we mentioned it before, but Poison's putting in some really good work. He does end up going down to Josh, but I'm liking the way he's playing right now.
Lego, they might actually be trying to threaten into last. Yeah, they haven't gone in there, but they dropped Sen in that Uber, so that's not going to be a good Uber anymore. They just need to get out of there. I think Josh might actually just have to split up from his medic. No, he actually makes it out.
Oh,
nice
that was
jump.
really well done from him.
Yeah, he kind of faked even me out, so that's...
You thought he was going to die.
Yeah, we have like wall hacks on, you know, so that's a good job by him. So nicely done there. That was pretty cool, actually. Lego, they were being pushed on, and then they just pushed back in return, just wrapped around. And Demul again putting pressure on. Actually do trade. Scout on the point is halfway capped, not quite going to get onto it, but they're also walking in through the other way around. So
really, really, really good. They can still do this. Like Lego are in
3-on-3.
Yeah, Lego have created a lot of space for themselves, taking down all of the splash damage players. And with Josh going in, trying to deal onto the scouts are going to be very difficult to deal with individually. But if they work as a team-based game, I feel like Lego could have had a little bit more of an impact.
It's very difficult to push in when it's like 3-on-3, when you're pushing into their point, because it's so back and forth. But actually, the medic doesn't have the Uber. They're trying to get to the medic. He gets it just in time.
That was a really, really good read from Condom, telling his team to go forward. But they do lose Dr. Phil, but they have started some time on the point. They're going to be pushing it off. The point play is in right now, and Zen, the final attempt to try and get onto it. The Pudis of Aedalos just clean it up. But that was some really, really good plays from Lego, just sacking all their players on there and getting it so close.
Yeah, close but no cigar.
5 minutes left. Can they do it?
Yeah, Condom gets out alive, but now they are facing the question or the issue of actually running out of time. So Lego, they need to get their hurling. They need to actually succeed in getting these pushes done. Looks like mid's going to actually get capped out here. Lego, they might go for just the contest right here. They could also just slow it down, but I wouldn't be surprised to see them actually just go for it, because this is 4 minutes remaining, and Bus Crew, I think they're going to try to just slow it down a whole lot. And what does Lego do from here? It's going to be very difficult for them. They could do a big door push, because it's a lot harder to actually spam it out. But if you get caught down there, like, you need to really commit in a big door push.
It needs to be like a full commit. It can't be a half-hearted attempt. Yeah. But I feel like maybe they're going to go for the Demul sniper. He does get a read onto where Martin is, but Martin immediately hides behind the boxes as soon as it's been called. And now the spam coming from the Bus Crew, denying it. Maybe looking to take someone into choke, but Dr. Phil got that on lock, not letting anyone come in. Now the rotation from Demul, looking to maybe get onto Skyper. That would be a really good pick. That would start the entry for his team.
If you can get down to Demo Man, the choke will fall pretty easily. And he's just going to take one look at him and go, no, I'm not messing with that. But Lego, going sniper here, it might actually be a really bad idea, just because it's going to slow down the game so much. And now they even lost 2 players. Oh, no. But this could make Bus Crew push. Unfortunately for Lego, it's going to be really hard to hold. They might try to wrap around, but right now they're just going to go big. Drops the scout.
Potato going down as well. Wart handling it really, really nicely. And with the rest of his team, they didn't even use Uber. They handled that Uber so well that they haven't even used.
Yeah.
Poison on the chase onto Dr. Phil. Not going to chase him too hard, because obviously that's a dangerous thing to do, because even though he is losing, Dr. Phil is putting in a huge amount of work for his team. And with that, Skype's going to come in through main. They're trying to deal some damage, trying to get something going, and they haven't really got the picks until now. They've taken down Josh and Potato. They're going to have to clean up that point, as all of the Lego players are going to defend it. And with Condom completely separated from his team, that's going to be another round to the Bus Crew, and that's 4-1.
I think that's unfortunately all she wrote. Lego, they can definitely make a bit of a comeback and actually get some rounds, want to end on a high. But if Lego lose here, which they are going to do, they are actually out of the tournament. So sad day for all Lego fanboys like myself.
I feel really bad. I feel like my boys have kind of proven me wrong, and I'm happy, but I feel really bad that I doubted them. Because I said they were going.
What kind of cheerleader are you, Grumpy?
I'm sorry. You've even crossed your arms now at me. You look really disappointed.
I always look disappointed. That's just my resting face, to be honest. All right, there's also a mid-fight going on. Looks like Lego might just win this. It's 2-on-2 right now. It's actually Soldier and Scout versus 2 soldiers. But the Lego soldiers are respawners, I believe. Yeah, so. Yeah. Oh, Josh. All right, he's gone sniper. Let's see it, Josh. Just hit him.
1 minute 50.
The shaky hand has come out.
The shaky hand. Oh, yeah, you mentioned this before. He's got very, very shaky hands.
Yeah. All right, he's just going deep. I like this.
Yeah, he's in so deep. What is he doing?
He fell down.
He fell down.
Oh, no.
He went for the hero play, but Aedalos is not giving him the opportunity to do so. And with that Phil getting kind of trapped out by the bus crew. Poison did go down. I think he just died to his own full damage. And with Warp picking up Condom in the back lines, they're just going to walk this straight into last. And I feel like with 1 minute 15 left, 5-1, I feel like it's kind of entered that garbage time where really we're not really going to ascertain anything. But congratulations to Bus Crew, commiserations to Lego. Is that actually mean that Lego have been knocked out of the competition?
Yeah, they are eliminated from the tournament.
Oh, that's actually a massive shame.
Yeah, it's a huge bummer. And they just struggled. And Bus Crew, to be fair, have been looking really strong. They took Feint to the very edge of their ability, right? So absolutely great play by Bus Crew at this LAN so far. And beating Lego, having a really good game against Feint. It's, the sky's the limit. Like, I could actually see them eliminating Feint if they keep it up. But I don't know who they're going to be playing in the next round. But it's... if I'm any other team, I don't want to face Bus Crew in the lower bracket final because they came to play.
Yeah, no, Bus Crew actually really impressed me with how they're playing. I've been like hanging out with the guys, saying hello to them and kind of watching them play every now and then. But it's really surprised me how well that they've adjusted to having, for example, Warped plays very, very differently from Tobbs, which they had last year. So Tobbs and Warp do play a very, very different style. And obviously Adelos being a German scout, very different from Alba, kind of changes things up. But actually, speaking of that, we've got some to speak about. And actually, speaking of him,
we've got some familiar faces and maybe some new faces for you, those of you who just watched the stream. But we all know him and we all love him. So let's go to the desk and see who's the special guest.
You're right, Gumbikoy. I personally think Ilos is better than Alba in every single way. yeah, 100%. But hey, Alba, hey,
I'm here.
How's it going? Okay.
Pretty good. Proud of my boys.
Well, welcome to the analyst desk, Alba. It's lovely to have you here, and obviously we're joined by DumTum as per usual. And guys, any first impressions? Any sort of highlight moments from that last little, third map between these two?
Oscar did a really good job at coordinating the team fights and getting the advantage everywhere they could. It was interesting to watch. They did a really good job.
How about you, DumTum? Any highlights?
Yeah, once it was 2-0 up, once they got a lot of the work already done to get in the lead, it was really impressive how they kept shutting down any and all aggression Lego was trying to push in be it mid, second, or last. Lego had a really tough time getting any of the pushes successfully started. They tried really hard to put on a lot of pressure at the same time, but the Basco made a really nice job shutting it down, letting every time people want to go aggressive, have them die as quickly as possible and not let anything happen to them.
Now, Alba, I was having a chat with you earlier where we were saying oh man, the rivalries and all this stuff, and sometimes ego can go a bit into it. Sometimes it's a bit of confidence. Do you feel like any of the teams underestimated each other, overestimated each other today, or?
I think there definitely might have been some underestimation from Lego. Just looking at how they played, they tried to force fights that weren't really in their favor. And I think ultimately that led the Bus Crew to be able to play their own game and get the advantage where they could.
Yeah, really add that to me, DumTum. Would you say that an ego can help you in the game of TF2, or is it just a terrible thing from the get-go? Is it good to have that sort of confidence, or I don't know what do you think is the correct way of looking at it?
I think to a degree it can be good, and obviously you know Smirre, I know Smirre, and he always is of the attitude that we are better than them, we can beat them all the time, and to a degree that can be good. You just can't push it too far, and you must always be also realistic about the situation at hand, and be it right now, Lego being 2 rounds down against Basco, you can't afford to just be arrogant anymore, and you have to be realistically thinking what is going wrong that we need to address now.
Well, we have to say goodbye to Lego, which is a real shame because they're a good team. It was a fantastic, LAN performance that they've set. In the open stages, they've even fragged some CS girls in some paintball. They've paintball in some laser tag, but yeah, it has been a truly magical LAN with them, and it feels almost wrong to say goodbye to them already. But it's a blessing in disguise because you're going to see a bit of Lego walking about. They're going to be hanging out with people here at the LAN, so that's going to be good. But
the real winners.
Yeah, but we do get to see a bit more of the Bus Crew. They're going to be facing off against Swift, I believe. And what do you think of your boys and their chances against a team like Swift, Alba?
I mean, obviously it's going to be a real hard match for them. Swift being a very good team as we've seen in the ETFL season. Busker coming in here with, just for the LAN. But I mean, anything is possible at LAN. It's always possible for Busker to upset. But it's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, and if there ever was a specifically good LAN team in recent history, it's usually been Busker. They always show up. Yeah. Alba obviously knows about that quite well and been part of that for quite a while. Yeah. So if anyone has the insight on how these guys always manage to pull out something for LAN, it's Alba.
Is there any sort of advantage you can get, DumTum, from being the underdog in in a LAN environment? Is it nice? Is it bad?
It's always nice.
It's always nice.
Yeah, there's no pressure losing. You can just, if we win, we already exceed everybody's expectations.
Nice, nice. Well, Alba, have you got any last wise, sage words for your boys?
No, I just want to do a shout out to my boys. Playing well.
Shout out to the boys. All right, so we're probably going to give it a little break here. We've got more games coming at 6:15. We'll probably have a little desk section a little bit before, but until then, it's been me, Tabs, Alba on the desk. DumTum has also always been on the desk as well. Well, we'll see you then after this short little break.